Hello everyone, it's Nanny Moo, exploring some local history. I've walked along Kings Road Haslemere countless times and have often wondered about its past. I'm starting my walk today from where Kings Road joins Sturt Road. Here is Sickle Mill, a white weatherboard building. It was a paper mill owned by the Simmons family in the 18th and 19th century. There has been a mill on this site since the 1600s, and it has been used for working iron, milling corn, and making paper and braid. It became known as Sickle Mill around the 1700s and is named after the sickles which were made in the adjacent hammer forge. Sturt Road can be quite busy with traffic as it links the A287 from Farnham to Midhurst. This means that Kings Road can also be quite busy, with drivers wanting to avoid hold-ups on Way Hill. I imagine, back in the day, Kings Road was little more than a dirt track which linked local industries. You might just get a glimpse of Haslemere Leisure Centre through the trees. Here is the entrance to Haslemere Leisure Centre. You may be able to spot in the distance a Tesco supermarket sign. The original Haslemere swimming pool was sited there. When the supermarket was built at the beginning of the 21st century, Tesco paid for the Haslemere Leisure Centre to be built. This concrete object with a metal pin is where mortars were mounted during World War II as anti-tank obstacles. In the background is the Tesco sign I mentioned. This end of Kings Road is very green on both sides. You can see the tree line in the backdrop. Above the wall lies Sickle Road. Kings Road was previously known as Foundry Road or Gasworks Road. The name changed to commemorate a visit from King Edward VII in 1903. As he rode down the track past a gasworks, it is reported that he was quite disappointed, having heard that Haslemere was a pretty place. The Kings Road Industrial Estate was built in the 1970s on the old Trebor Sweet Factory site. A rather decorative white iron bridge crosses the railway track from Kings Road to St Christopher's Road that leads on to Way Hill. I am now walking towards Foundry Lane. There is a mixture of architecture along Kings Road, from the more modern-day residences to Victorian properties, some of which we will see later on during the walk. St George's Flats, here on the right, was once the site of a watermill. On the opposite side of the road is King's Court. Between 1896 and 1933, the area around Kings Road and Foundry Lane was home to artisans associated with the Peasants' Arts Society. This is the dye house where the dyeing of skeins of thread took place. It looks pretty much the same now as it did back in the day. Local children would collect flowers for the dyers, earning much needed pocket money. The old studio was used as a tapestry studio by Godfrey and Ethel Blunt and their associates. Godfrey Blunt was more known for furniture making up until the early 1900s. The old studio is now a private residence, so I don't want to be too intrusive, but hopefully the footage will give you a flavour of Kings Road at the turn of the 20th century. I've now come to Foundry Lane, where some interesting buildings, several of which are Grade 2 listed, can be found. Here is Greenbushes, originally the weaving house. The blue plaque reads the Greenbushes Weaving House, Centre of the Peasants' Arts Industry, 1896 to 1933, inspired by the arts and crafts movement. In the background is Mill Cottage, which Blunt used as a studio. At the entrance of Herons is a concrete lantern, which to me is very reminiscent of arts and crafts decorative design. Godfrey Blunt lived at Foundry Cottage. In the ironworks which were close by, the railings found in Hyde Park were made. On the top floor of the weaving house was a large space with 11 looms. It's easy to see how the work of the artisans were linked together by the location of their buildings. Across the road are some quaint cottages with lengths of land which separate the homes from the road. Like many roads, Kings Road has seen residential development. The two houses to the left were built between 2023 and 2024, where previously a large Victorian detached house stood. Oak Villas, 1899. Ivy Villas, 1896. Doyle Court, and opposite Canvas Court. Hidden by a drain pipe, Streamside, 1895. This view is looking down a stepped passageway which links Kings Road with Lower Road towards Foster's Bridge. The building in front is Gemini Chapel, a previous place of worship which is now used for various community activities. The facade of Gemini Chapel is very interesting. and I would love to find out more. Please give any insights in the comments section of this video. We're now looking up Lower Street towards Haslemere railway station. Glenthorpe, 1897. Looking down Kings Road towards Sturt Road. This is Longdean Road, the other side of Kings Road. This building looks like that in the past it might have been a shop of some sort. If anyone knows, perhaps you could let us know. The Victorian building ahead is Harper's Steakhouse, previously named the Station House, the Inn on the Hill, Haslemere Hotel, and the Railway Hotel in 1906. The building is located directly opposite Haslemere Railway Station, which has been in operation since 1859. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have further information or memories of Kings Road, please do leave a comment. So from Nanny Moo Moo and Papa Dunk, it's bye for now. It's bye for now.